She Breaks Free and She Believes podcast. She has a past and a story. She's been through a lot and has a lot to say. She is tired of being in a cage. She notices the door is open and is finally ready to break free. Join me, Karina Garcia, as I share the different things that may hold you captive to an enslaved mindset, where you were really never meant to stay and you were really never meant to have. Life is hard. Choices do have consequences, both good and bad. But love is real, and it's true. Jesus Christ always provides a way out. Hola, I'm Karina Garcia, and I want to share with you the healing journey God has walked me through to help me honestly know His love for me and how to take it and share it with others without fear. Has it always been easy? No. But I've learned that it's not impossible to let go of what I was never meant to carry so that I can make room for what He has always wanted me to know. Through this podcast, I hope to share with you not only my journey, but the different things that may resonate with you that are preventing you from flapping your wings and believing you will soar. So, if you are ready, let's find the open cage door and get ready to soar. She Breaks Free and She Believes podcast begins now. I remember a dream I had once where I was out on the battlefield. I was swinging my sword left and right. I was raising my shield to protect myself and others around me. I remember that continued for a while. I was not afraid. There was no time to be afraid. I had to truly continue to swing my sword and raise my shield as things would come my way. I doubt my dream was that long, but it seemed as if I had been repeating that pattern for so long, until there was nothing else coming my way and I stopped. I looked around and there was really nothing left but to rest. As I set my shield and swore down, I remember taking the rest of my armor off and asking God why I felt so exhausted. I was grateful for being able to get through that crazy battle, and I figured I would be tired, but not like that. And as sweet as He always is, He allowed me to speak, take my armor off, and lay it down. But as I lay it down, I realized another set of armor was already down by my rock. In shock, I put the armor I took off down next to it, and I asked what that was. He kindly answered that I had been fighting that battle with my armor and had left his where he had it for me. Then I woke up. I sat there and wondered how many times I had attempted to do whatever it was with what was coming my way in my own strength, with my own armor. Ephesians 6 clearly defines the whole armor of God, starting with verse 13. Therefore, put on every piece of God's armor so you will be able to resist the enemy in the time of evil. Then after the battle, you will still be standing firm. Stand your ground, putting on the belt of truth and the body armor of God's righteousness. For shoes, put on the peace that comes from the good news so that you will be fully prepared. In addition to all of these, hold up the shield of faith to stop the fiery arrows of the devil. Put on salvation as your helmet, and take the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. Pray in the Spirit at all times and on every occasion. Stay alert and be persistent in your prayers for all believers everywhere. How did I, Karina Garcia, have the ability to create my own armor? He helped me see that as well. You see, I had not only read and realized what the armor of God was made of, I had used it in prior battles, but I was able to get through so many situations with His armor that I eventually and unintentionally stopped dressing myself with His armor daily, and I began to put on the duplicate I had made that was more comfortable on me. It still included a belt of truth, a body armor of righteousness, shoes of peace, a shield of faith, my helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit. But somehow, I had tweaked the belt to my version of truth according to the opinion of others. I had a more proper fitting body armor of my self-righteousness. I had found the pieces of peace I needed to make my own version of shoes, but my shield of faith, helmet of salvation, and sword of the Spirit remained his. On the ground, in that dream, next to my rock, which I guess was my home base, I saw body armor, a belt, and shoes. I had fabricated my own to fit my body more comfortably. And because some of the other pieces of armor were part of his original creation for me, I had not noticed the difference until I did. You see, there are ways that we can get through battles and win, but we cannot help but wonder why we feel so exhausted and defeated even through the victory. And God, being so faithful, merciful, and loving, gives us a free will to choose what we do with what he gives us, until we dare ask him questions that may surprise us with the answers. Dare to break free and look at the armor you dress yourself with every morning. Is it the one he created? Is it a combination of his and yours? Is it all yours? Did someone else make the armor they thought you should wear? Are you even dressing yourself with his armor at all? I leave you with this message. And please hear me when I say, I am but the messenger who wants you to know that you can continue to strive through the battles you face alone. You can win battles and have a tiring victory, or you can choose to not even face the battles and give up the fight before even giving his armor a try. But remember, it's not about you. How do you expect your armor to be ready for the bigger battles if it's falling to pieces with those that are going on around you now? These battles you see as bigger than you believe you can handle are not the wars that are to come. Defeat your Goliaths and prepare for what is coming our way. There's so much need for those in the darkness to find even the tiniest bit of light, not only around them, but within them. Don't you see? I need you as my children, together as one body, to stop hoarding my light and to take it to those dark areas and to those truly broken people who have never known there is armor they have at their disposal to overcome the battles. That's a word I had received a while ago. And I share this with you, not to scare you, bring condemnation towards you, but to hopefully open your eyes to see the purpose of the armor he created for us to wear, and the purpose for the light that we carry within us for others. It was never really meant to be just for us. We never were meant or created to hoard the love he has. We were created to share it. So break free from whatever holds you captive and whatever keeps you fearful of trusting in God. Choose to dress each day with his armor as you do with the clothes on your back. For Ephesians 6 verses 10 to 12 remind us before we know what his armor consists of this. A final word. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on all of God's armor so that you will be able to stand firm against all strategies of the devil. For we're not fighting against flesh and blood enemies, but against evil rulers and authorities of the unseen world, against mighty powers in this dark world, and against evil spirits in the heavenly places. Let us break free together and trust that God's armor was created for each of us, not only to aid us in battle, but to remind us that he is for us and not against us. Then we can go to battle to shed his light and love to those that do not even know he has armor for them as well. How many times did you feel unworthy of his love? So even more so of the armor he created for us to wear. How many people live like that in this world? It's up to us to put on the armor of God, to share his light and love. Are you ready?